Hey folks, welcome back. Now, it's quite windy, as you can probably see up there that it's cloudy. I went into work early this morning in the snow and came home in the rain. And it's just been cold and windy today, folks. So, boy, we would like to see the sun here. Not until about Sunday we're supposed to see a glimpse. And it's supposed to be raining off and on until then. So we're going to have to make do and just do what we can, right? A lot of conversations with people today just wanting sun and warmer weather. Me too. So I had a conversation with somebody today, and it just started out in passing. But they asked me, and they don't know I have a channel. They don't know much about me at all. But they said, "Did you hear about the barcodes?" The barcodes. They have these super barcode readers where they can read barcodes from a long ways away. I'm assuming satellites, I don't know. Or these monitor planes that, I'm not going to get into that, but. So I said, I heard something about that the other night, but I just caught maybe 30 seconds of it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I researched that, and then it kind of left my mind, right? So I said, what did you hear anyway? What was the rest of that conversation on that radio show? And this was Clyde Lewis. He's on, he's on late night from like 10 o'clock here till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And when I can't sleep and I'm just sitting there and watching the fire, I'll turn him on just because he's a outside the box thinker, right? Anyway, another person was talking about that, about the super barcode reader, and somebody went by and we both knew him, and out of the side of his mouth he said, "Tinfoil hat wearer." So anyway, I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna show you something. So this is my tinfoil hat. And I didn't use new tinfoil either. I used tinfoil that I was going to throw away because I've used it a few times. I like to recycle like that. But here's my tinfoil hat. God damn it. You're going to accuse me of wearing one, I'm going to wear one. So, if you folks haven't heard about what I'm talking about, apparently from way up in the sky, they can read barcodes like on your canned goods, boxed goods. They have a barcode there, right? That they scan when you pay for it, and it goes into their computer and it tallies up their inventory and it tallies up your total, right? So apparently they've got these way up in the sky, and when they zone in on a certain area, they can go right into your house and read all the barcodes, folks. So for some of you preppers, if you believe in that they may or may not be doing that, well, let's just say you think that it's possible that they're doing that, Big Brother, right? I would think that some of you might be a little nervous about somebody else knowing what you're trying to keep hidden, right? What you're doing. So all I caught was a little bit of that, and this person that called in suggested that you take the barcode off all your labels in your stored food. I don't know. If they're going to read that, just about anything you buy in a store has a barcode, right? Even a 5-gallon bucket has a barcode on it. So if that is true and that is accurate, let's just say you had, I'm just going to a round number, 100 5-gallon buckets with stored food. Let's just say that. And you've got them stacked somewhere behind a false wall or wherever you've got it. They can, if this is true, they'll be able to read how many 5-gallon buckets that you have and read into that what you've got in there if you packed boxes of stuff. Now, I know a lot of you take items out of the box and you seal them up, right? Because it fits better in the 5-gallon buckets. But I don't know, folks. I don't know. I was called a tinfoil hat today, and so I just said, damn it, if I'm going to be called a tinfoil hat, I'm going to tinfoil wearing hat. I don't know. It's been a long day, folks. I've been up since 1:30. Then I'm gonna wear one just for the giggles. So, you know, if things keep going the way they are, and there's no good news. There's no good news. Every time you tune in, there's just more news that just is not good, right? It's just not good. It's just adding up and adding up and adding up, and it's coming from all directions, right? So I'm going to pause this for a minute, and I'm going to be right back. All right. So this hat here, I made out of a half of a live bait trap. I've got dowels sticking up with plastic balls on it for antennas, and I've got tin foil for ears, right? Now, the reason I'm wearing this, you might not be able to see that. Let me put it up against the background there, the dark background. Well, I'll bring it closer. See? Look at that. This is what you need, folks, in the future. This is what you need, and you need to put it right square on top of your head. I would suggest putting something under it to protect your head from that little pickety thing right there. So, this is about as silly as being called a tinfoil hat, but I got a purpose to it. Okay? I'm going to take this off. It's not very comfortable. But by Jesus, if I thought it would work, I would wear one. So, you know, if it comes to the point where the whole world has just gone to hell, it's just, nothing is familiar anymore, everything is new, and you're being watched, and you're being told you need to do that, and how many breaths a minute you need to take, well, not really, but you get the point, right? Then I want to wear that right there, with the pong-pongs on there, the antennas, so I can signal anybody, anything from outer space to come pick me up. Because if the world has gotten that bad and I don't recognize it anymore, and I'm telling you, I'm not recognizing much of it anymore right now. But they might as well beam me up, Scotty, and they might as well take me to their planet and have something new there. I'd take my chances. I would take my chances if it got that bad here. Yes, sir. So that reminds me of a conversation I heard when I was quite young amongst the adults. And they were kind of joking and laughing about it. But one of the adults said, you know, they believe that there's far more intelligence out in space. They feel that they took their inferior thinking people, gathered them all up, and they brought them to Earth as an experiment to see how if they could manage, what their culture would be like. Now, if you think about that, doesn't that make sense? There's not much intelligent life down here, I can tell you right now. Where I truly believe that if there if there are outer space beings on another planet, I do believe that they're far superior in thought. Their brain capacity is functioning a whole lot better than ours. Because, you know, as a species, we're not very smart, folks. We're not very smart. Now, some of us we call highly intelligent, right? I don't consider myself highly intelligent, but I have people in my family that their IQs are just amazing. Now, I think they've got a throwback gene to their original planet. They have a little more brains than some of the rest of us. And I can tell you, the people in government, they're just plain evil, folks. They're just plain evil, and they're not doing much of service to us dummies, right? They're just not. But they've got the power. They got the power, and they want more power. And we're just kind of doing our thing, right? Doing what we can. And while a whole lot more people are just blind to what is happening. They're just blind, folks. They're not paying attention. They're just gobbling right up what the media is telling them. Gobbling it right up. Well, that can't be true, because they said, yeah, it's going to be just a small, short transition, right? And I don't know. They're not going to tell us. Even if they knew a meteor was going to hit this Earth and bring us back to the way that killed the dinosaurs, right? They're not going to tell us. They don't want that mass panic, right? They just don't want that. So they're not going to tell us. They're going to keep us in the dark and let us perish while they go to their bunkers under the mountains, right? I truly believe that. I do. I truly believe that. So anyway, I got a tinfoil hat just to be silly, and I've got a SOS hippie chick. If this world goes unrecognizable, they can take me to their planet. Might be better off. You might end up as their dinner. Who knows, right? Who knows? So, but anyway, I've only been home for like a half hour. It's cold. I've got to stoke my fire. I got to tend to my birds. I've got to collect my eggs. And I'm not even going to bother going up into my garden, because I know it didn't do much. It didn't do much. It rained and snowed, and it was cold. And so the seeds are still hiding. Now, somebody said I started even my cold crops too early because of all the rain. No, I think I'm going to be okay there, because I only planted in the driest beds that I have. So I really think they will be okay. And the ones that were in water, the ones I did, like my lettuce. Lettuce can take a lot of water, folks, okay? So I think they'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. I think they will be. I've had good luck in this weather before. So anyway, I'm going to close this. Welcome back, folks. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Anyway, hang in there, folks. Steadfast. Don't listen to the idiots. Make yourself a tinfoil hat if you want to wear inside your house. And if you want to join me on Beam Me Up, Scotty, you can make yourself an SOS. Get me the hell off of Earth. Bring me to your country. Bring me to your planet. Bring me to your whatever they've got. Go ahead. Anyway, thank you so much for joining.